And respect again, people. So we're back at it. We're back in the yard style kitchen. I'm Chef O'Shane, and today we're going to be doing some comfort food. Comfort food, that is some curry chicken back. You know, Jamaicans get excited when they hear about chicken back. So today we're doing curry chicken back, some boiled bananas, boiled dumpling, and a little piece of yam that I had. So let's get right into it. So first, our chicken back has already been placed into some fresh water. We're going to add some vinegar, rinse, then we're going to chop. So some vinegar done. So we're going to add some vinegar. We're going to rinse. So you can let it sit in the water while you chop the meat. I'm gonna split in half. So you know the chicken back is usually the bony part of the meat. You know, us Jamaicans, we love us some bones. So we're chopping our chicken back down to the required size that we need. To minimize excess water on your board, you can have a little piece of napkin to, you know, just kind of dry the water as you go. And that will prevent excess mess, right? So we're chopping our chicken back. So when we finish chop our chicken up, we're gonna drain out the excess water and then add our dry seasons and then our green seasons. So now we've chopped, washed and drained our chicken back. So now we have our green season. We have half of a hot Scotch bonnet pepper. We have a whole onion, but we're just gonna use half. We have some scallion and we have some thyme. So we're gonna wash these and add it to our chicken. So we're gonna cut the roots. Well, usually when you're seasoning chicken, you can add the dry seasonings first, or you can add the green seasonings. It doesn't matter. It's same thing, same process. So we're gonna cut our scallion. I made sure I took this is 3 stacks. I think this is good for 2 pounds of chicken, or chicken back as we're cooking. Then we're gonna add our Scotch bonnet pepper. We're gonna cut all of that inside there. That's nice little, nice spice, nice little flavor. we're gonna move our thyme together. I like to do this because I like to see the thyme one place in the pot, not all over, having it look like we're in the forest. So we have half of an onion here. Gonna cut this small thin slices. Look like you can take a little bit more onion, right? I'm gonna use another quarter. Take out the brown. Then we're gonna add our dry seasons. So while I cut, I discard, I clean. I try to keep the place as tidy as possible. Yes, so here we have our dry seasonings that we're gonna need for the seasoning of this chicken box. So we're gonna add some garlic powder. Then we're gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. Get a little bit more. Gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. Then we're gonna add some chicken seasoning. Then we're gonna add our curry. So this is the Better Pack curry from yard. Gonna slowly add curry. Then we're gonna use a spoon to combine. Some people use their hands, you can add a gloves, but you know, I like to use a spoon. So now we're gonna turn the stove on and allow this to eat for like 3 minutes. We're gonna burn a little bit of the curry. We're gonna add a little bit of the curry to it, just for flavor and also for color. Helps a lot with the color, with the flavoring of the meat. So we're gonna add a little curry and we're gonna add some pimento berries. A couple pimento berries adds a great flavor to your meat. That the oil is heating, we're gonna add some water to the boiling pot. So this pot is for the banana and for the dumplings. Today we're gonna use, today we're eating some whole wheat dumpling. As I say, you can use white or you can use cornmeal, but this is my preference. Tastes really good. Big up grandma for putting me on. I'm enjoying it. So while we're adding the water, we're gonna add some salt, like a tablespoon of salt, and we're gonna put this on the stove and turn the fire on. The oil is heated, we're gonna add our chicken back slowly. We're gonna put that to the side, so we're gonna add some water to it and rinse, and then add it to the chicken. So you see, when I'm cooking, I rinse everything. Even if the pot was clean before, I give it a nice little rinse, you know, just for the pleasing cleanliness look. That's what I go for a lot. So now we're gonna allow that to come to a boil. So we're gonna make our flour dough. Pouring like 1 cup of flour. And put away. And we're gonna add some salt. Gonna stir our meat. You can smell all the herbs and spices being infused in the meat. It smells so good. So in like 2 minutes we're gonna add some water to that. But now we're gonna quickly make our flour dough. Because within like 5 minutes that pot will start to boil. And we're gonna need to, you know, add our food. So you add the water, get the flour all mixed in. I'm gonna give it a nice knead, get everything all compact together. So we're gonna add these to the boiling pot of water. So it's boiling down there, and we have a little piece of yam here that we're gonna utilize. So we're gonna peel it. Little piece of yam. Set that to the side. Here we have our flour dough. We're gonna break these into smaller doughs. We're gonna break these into smaller doughs and add them to the pot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dumplings. We're gonna roll, roll, press, roll, press, roll, press, look. Press, roll, press, roll, press. We have nice dumpling right there. We're gonna do all of them just like that. So we have all our dumplings made. We're gonna add them to the pot, but I just give them a little touch up, you know, making sure they're nice and round. Add them to the pot. And so we have our curry chicken steadily bubbling. Yeah. So these are what we're gonna add to our curry chicken back. We're gonna add some chocha and we're gonna add some carrot. So we're gonna add the carrot first. So first I split it down the middle, then I try to cut the carrot in equal pieces. Then we have our chocho. Gonna split it down to half and cut equal pieces also. Same as how you would cut the Irish. This is how you're gonna cut the chocho. Then we're gonna get everything all infused. Looking nice, right? I'm gonna add another piece of pepper. You know we like that spice. I'm going to dash more seasoning. And then I'm just gonna get that in there. You see our thyme over here? One place, not all over the place. Nice. Gonna let that simmer. First we're gonna taste it, make sure it's up to par. While both pots are bubbling, you know, you take a little time out to spruce up back the kitchen, put away everything that you've used, and clean up all the small messes you've made, so your kitchen can always stay clean and tidy. So you wipe off the little spots of your stove, wipe off your pot cover, everything stays clean. Cover your pot, remove the spoon. So you see, as we're cooking the banana, I can't remember the first time I made banana. I was trying to make a complete meal for my family, but it turned out to be the worst. Because I ended up boiling the banana with kerosene oil, because there was a bottle of kerosene oil under the sink. I thought it was water, because you know we live in a country, so we usually go to the spring and catch the water in the bottle and store it under the sink or in the kitchen. You know, we always have a couple water bottles. So one of the water bottles kind of looked like, you know, it didn't mark kerosene oil. So when my uncle tried the food, so I was trying to kill him, but I wasn't trying to kill him. It was just like an honest mistake, you know. And from that day, I actually decided to say, yo, I definitely have to learn to cook, because that was like crazy, you know. So that was one of the moments I decided, yo, I'm gonna have to learn to do this the right way. So, moral of the story, no matter how bad the situation is, you can learn from it if you really want to. Yes, if you really desire change, you can do it. Because I desire to be able to cook, and look at me now. Baddest chef ever. Chicken back in curry. We're gonna add a little water to the meat and turn it down a little, because we don't want it to dry out too much. We want to have that nice gravy. I just shimmer the spoon between the meat to see if it's sticking, and just to get the meat all leveled with the gravy, right? Because as I said, I don't want the meat to be broken apart too easily. So when you do the excess stirring and this, it's gonna be all mushy and less attractive. So little stir, low heat, simmer. So see, our dumpling has been cooked. So I'm gonna take two banana, piece of yam, one more dumpling. We're gonna add our chicken back, curry chicken back. Delicious. So we have our curry chicken back and dumpling. So the food has been finished. I have plated it and I wash my hands. And now we're going to ask the Lord to bless it. So Lord, please bless this food. Bless the hands that provide it and bless the body that will partake of it. In your name I pray, amen. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm going to mash up this now. Remember, click that like button, share, and subscribe. Think yard man play. Curry chicken back.